Hey guys, what's up? It's Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be doing my second sort of part for my Tap ideas. I'm really enjoying it, so could anyone who's watching and does enjoy it, please tell me and give support by giving me a like. So in this one, I'm just going to be going free ideas for like a new level. So yeah, enjoy. So my first idea is Red Blazer Reality, and it will come with Cookie Quan for $45,000. I mean, I'm not too bothered about prices. I mean, I've put some down here, but I'm just going to ignore them because I only put them there as just an example. And also, because she does also work in the Red Blazer Reality, I thought maybe we could add the Mensa HQ with Lindsay Neagle, and also she's a Mensa thing, so you can have the whole sort of tasks with the Mensa headquarters, and maybe all the Mensa members can come together, and we have sort of a level where it focuses a lot on the Mensa story, and then also the Red Blazer Reality. And obviously that one would be a premium for 120, because we've always got to have a premium building, because it's EA. Sort of for each one, I've sort of just gone through some like example tasks, which could be used as the tasks for all the new characters. I mean, I've just put some of these are just like obvious ones, but for Cookie Quan, I've got shop at the Quickie Mart for 60 minutes, dine at Truffle for 2 hours, work at the office, which she just goes to the Red Blazer Reality for 4 hours, go for a meal. For this one, I was thinking maybe she could go to Luigi's or possibly Zesties or something like that, or some, go for a meal. I know I've got down a Truffle, but I thought maybe two, because there's Cookie Quan's a character which you don't really see very often, like doing something, so it's kind of hard to come up with some tasks for her. Try out a new blazer for 8 hours, again, just at the Red Blazer Reality, or maybe she could stand outside and sort of have her blazer, like, and just, like, put it on and sort of, like, proud of it, and then have the whole animation just going for, like, repeat in a process, just repeating itself. That would be pretty cool. Pitch a house for 12 hours. Should just go to a random house, maybe in the orange house or the white house, and then complain for 24 hours, which should just go to the town hall. For Lindsay, clean up the HQ for 60 minutes. Just go in the Mensa HQ. Dine at Truffle for 2 hours. So that's just the Gilla Truffle. Attend Mensa meeting for 3 hours in the gazebo. Update blog in the Java server. Attend Republican Party meeting, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. With my next level idea, and that the reason I've threw that in there. Pitch a house for 12 hours, same as Cookie Quan's, and bring someone to court for 24 hours, obviously by the Springfield court. So yeah, let's go on to the next level idea. The next level idea is sort of just focusing on people who've sort of lived in the Brown House. Now, the main building will be the Bodyguard Academy, which will come with Ruth Powers. That will be the main building. It'll all be about Ruth Powers. But obviously, for a premium item, I thought maybe not a building. We could actually have the old style Brown House as a costume, and it could be sort of look like it does in the picture, and just look like that, because I know they've adapted it for the game, but they can maybe get it to look a lot like that, so it looks sort of a bit cooler. And old, or it could just be a brand new building, but I think I'd prefer it to be a costume, and then it would come with Mr. and Mrs. Winfield, because they're two characters, especially with Mrs. Winfield. Mr. Winfield hasn't been there very often, but Mrs. Winfield's seen quite often. So yeah, for that 660 donuts, that's reasonable enough. And Laura Powers for a 1 million, just a unique sort of thing, a character for money, because we have had some with the Squidport. So yeah, Laura Powers for 1 million. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, let's go on to the tasks. For Mr. and Mrs. Winfield, it's sort of hard to come up with tasks, so we don't see them very often. So complain about neighbours for 60 minutes. For this is Mrs. Winfield. Relax in the Brown House for 4 hours. Go shopping. And I thought with this one it would be a bit like Legs. Is it Louie and Legs or something like that? Louie and Legs' task, where they sort of go to each shop, and they have, maybe she could have like a shopping bag, and she goes to each shop. Attend church for 12 hours, obviously over by the church. Have an operation for 24 hours at the hospital, and stay at the retirement home for 2 days, because they did move out the Brown House, and I just presume they moved to the retirement home. Curse the world for 60 minutes. This one, he'll just be outside the outside of the Brown House, just shaking his fist like he's in the picture. Relax in the Brown House for 4 hours. Go fishing for 6 hours. This is going to be a lot like Judge Snyder's task, where he just throws his fishing pole into the little lake decoration. Go for a nap for 6 hours. This will just be over at the Brown House. Attend church for 12 hours. Get mustache trimmed for 24 hours, and then also stay at the retirement home for 2 days, just like his wife. So yeah, that's Mr. and Mrs. Winfield. Okay, next, obviously, Laura Powers, steal from the Quickie Mart for 60 minutes. I wasn't too sure she was a thief, but, you know, I thought maybe they could just have that. Like, I think Shauna has a similar task. Visit Marge for 2 hours. I was going to put have tea with Marge, but I'm pretty sure that's British. Beef up for 4 hours over by the bodyguard, the bodyguard. No, not by the bodyguard, I put that beef up maybe outside the Brown House and lifting weights. That's what I said. Was originally thinking. Arrange furniture for 6 hours over by the Brown House again. Plead in court for 8 hours, obviously by the Springfield court. Train for 12 hours over by the bodyguard and Bodyguard Academy, and serve time for 24 hours. Laura Powers, again, a harder character to do because we don't see her very often. But check out Bart's Treehouse for 60 minutes. Watch a chick flick over by the arcade. No, I forget its name now. For 4 hours. Babysit for 6 hours over by the Simpsons house. Prank call Mo, either in the Brown House or the Simpsons house for 12 hours, and it could be in either night. Maybe in the Simpsons house, and it will also include Bart as well. Like, it would be her and Bart, like, as a joint task. Chill out for 24 hours. This could just be either I was thinking maybe in a tree and she could be listening to music or reading a book or just sitting there, or I don't know if she smokes or smoking or something like that, just like over by the tree just sitting, or by a bench, you know, just sitting down. Again, these are kind of harder characters to come up with tasks for, so I apologize if they're not as good. Any suggestions, please feel free to put them in the description. So yeah, let's get into the final level. Right, this is where I'm going to explain the whole Republican Party task which I had for Lindsay. Okay, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe this will obviously be before the Lindsay level, because obviously we need to get the whole Republican Party thing out of the way. So I think the Republican Party should be added in, and it will come with Helen Lovejoy, only because the thing is, they could add her with the Lovejoy house. Obviously, I've got that as well. The problem with that is you've got to add Jessica in as well. And to be honest, she's a member of the Republican Party, so I thought this was a pretty good idea to add them in. So the Republican Party, obviously, a cash item is the level starter building. It comes with Helen Lovejoy. So yeah, and also the Lovejoy house, 150 donuts, comes with Jessica. To be honest, it's hard to. I mean, I suppose you could have Helen Lovejoy come with the Lovejoy house, and then have Jessica as donuts, and just add the Republican Party with another character. But it makes sense to add it with Helen Lovejoy, and obviously Birch Barlow for 70 donuts. He's sort of in the KBBL studio, or where the hell, the radio station at the minute, like as a task, like as a show. But you know, he can be his own character for only 70 donuts, or maybe less because he's not a massive character. So yeah, that's pretty much it for levels, and I'm just going to go on to the tasks for these characters. So for Helen Lovejoy, shop at the Quickie Mart for 60 minutes. Clean the house, which is over by the Lovejoy house, for 2 hours. Run a bake sale over by the school for 6. Attend a Republican Party meeting for 8, obviously by the Republican Party. Help with a service over by the church. And I put date at Zesties, but by this I mean, you know, go dine at Zesties with her husband, so it'll be with Reverend Lovejoy, like it forces him to go with her. For Jessica Lovejoy, vandalise for 60 minutes, go on a date with Bart for 4 hours, go to school for 6 hours, skateboard for 8 hours, you know, she goes skateboarding around the town just like Bart does, steal charity money, I know this is over by the church, obviously, and then be grounded, which will just be in her home. Birch Barlow, shop at the Quickie Mart for 60 minutes, dine at Truffle for 2 hours, host show for 4 hours, and this will be over by the KBBL studio or radio station, whatever the hell it's called. Give a speech to children for 6 hours, obviously by the school. Attend Republican Party meeting for 8 hours, because he's also a member of it. And live stream a rant over by the Java server for 24 hours. So that's pretty much it for my free. I'm going to do this quite often. I'm just going to have free level ideas packed with characters and buildings. Eventually these will probably be added into the game. Recently the 4th of July update came out, and I did do a video on that, and I said that I wanted George Washington and I believe the Lincoln Memorial, and they were two things that I requested, well, not requested, but yeah, sort of requested or had an idea that they should add, and they both got added. So, you know, hopefully, I'm not obviously saying EA listen to me. Obviously, I think they planned that before, but I'm just trying to say, you know, I've got my ideas are possible, and they most likely will be added eventually. So if you're watching this and this stuff's already been added, it wasn't added when I've currently been playing at this moment in time. So yeah, don't like be putting descriptions like, oh, this has already been added, because I will know. I'm a massive Tap player. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you next video. Goodbye.